Compartilhando a live aqui, beleza? Fala, Sandro, meu amigo. Agora eu vou dar uma força, mano. Beleza. E aí, como é que foi a editação dos vídeos lá? Sandro, meu amigo. Agora eu vou dar uma força, mano. Beleza. E aí, como é que foi a editação dos vídeos lá? Sandro, meu amigo. Agora eu vou dar uma força, mano. Tá dando um retorno de voz aí por causa do fone. Rapaz, aqui tá uma zoada hoje na rua que tu é doido, senhor. Não, Sandro, eu achei, é no aplicativo mesmo, é aqui no... É no PlayStation mesmo que tem, eu instalei nele no PlayStation. Eu achei bacana. Salve meu amigo Mago Game, Magão. Salve, mano. Eu achei, Sandro, bacana. Agora eu tenho que aprender a editar, beleza? Aqui eu tenho que passar um dia editando aqui. É o Paulo Game. Seja bem-vindo, Paulo Game. É nóis, tamo aí, junto. Vamos aqui continuar com a Adromena. Continuar aqui, né? Que nós paramos. Sem perda de tempo, vai deixando seu like ao maroto aí, beleza? E deixando seu cantinho aí na tela esquerda da sua TV ou celular ou smartphone. É, Santo. Não vai fazer mais live não, Santo. Que é o Black Brown. É Black Baron. Vamos continuar aqui com a missão, né? Que eu não passei dessa missão aqui. Como que nós vamos fazer aqui, né? Essa missão aqui, cara, eu não sei por onde é que entra. Ah, entendi, não tá dando muito tempo, né? Mas vai dar sim, vai dar certo. Uma hora vai dar certo aí pra tu fazer um negócio aqui, cara, que eu tenho que fazer aqui, cara. Ah, tá aqui.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
Vamos voltar aqui. Vou ter que voltar ali. Vou voltar ali. Vou consertar um negócio aqui. Acho que é aqui. Tamo junto, Paulo. Vamos aqui fazer essa missão, cara. Fala ZS, Marcos. Ei, boa tarde, amigo. Me ajuda aí, galera, fazer essa missão aí, galera, me ajuda aí, eu tô meio perdido aqui, cara, se algum de vocês já jogou esse jogo, tem que ter saída, não? Ela vai lá pra cima. Dados de pesquisa.
Welcome back, Scott Ryder. Please select a topic.
É, rapaz, vou ter que tirar um negócio aqui, galera, rapidão aqui. Já que eu volto rapidão aí, só vou tirar um negócio aqui. Voltamos. Só fui ali tirar essa frase do notebook aí porque ele tá. Não entendi nada ainda desse jogo aqui, cara. É a primeira vez, não entendi nada ainda, nada, não sabia nada. Tá mostrando pra mim pra ler, cara. Eu tô aqui analisando, ainda não achei, cara. 51 metros, aí tá, acabou. A explosão deste junção foi resultado de tentativas do sistema de compensar uma sobrecarga de energia. Se você rastrear a sobrecarga de volta à origem, vamos poder determinar a pessoa futuro do sistema. Ah, tá, entendi. Entendi, cara. Agora vamos ter que rastrear, vamos ter que... Nesse rastreamento aqui, ó. Onde tá essa linha amarela aqui, ó. Não sei se vocês estão vendo aí no... Bora. Bora ver se é aquilo aqui por baixo. Este sistema foi adulterado para liberar aleatoriamente um impulso que limpa a memória do sistema. acho aqui.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
Fala aí, do meu amigo.
I'll just
Boa
disable
tarde.
power to the panel until
Salve,
Raj can check
salve,
it out.
mano. Fala bem no review. Meu link, beleza? Obrigado, sou. Deixa logo o seu cantinho aí, ó. Exclamação MG. Deixa eu ver aqui, deixa eu ver o que está escrito aqui. A sabotagem aconteceu aqui. Somente alguns técnicos têm autorização para acessar esse local. Cadê? Onde tem mais? Cadê? Tem mais não? Essa aqui não tem então. Recomendados? O que é recomendados? Que eu não sei, me explica aí, o Elder. Aqui no técnico aqui. O técnico aqui não está disponível não. Tem nenhum técnico aqui que está disponível, cara. Game review, amigo, não sei se eu só para ver áudio seu está muito baixo. Ah, entendi. É porque o microfone tá meio longe aqui, mas a gente tá melhorou agora. Ah, entendi, Game Review. Ah, agora tá melhor o fone e aí o áudio? Ah, entendi, Game Review. Ah, agora tá melhor o fone e aí o áudio? Tem que ir num técnico, cara, agora. Só tem um aqui agora. Beleza. Na hora, na hora. Não, eu acho que era só o microfone que tava longe aqui da minha boca. Deixa só eu entrar no mapa aqui e selecionar essa coisa bem aqui que tá faltando. Tem um negócio faltando aqui, cara. Autêntico já partiu. Acredita que alguém está sabotando. Tá faltando essas três coisas, tá faltando. Faltando só. E a live tá boa pra vocês, tá. Dá de ver bacana aí. Lá pra cima agora. Beleza, então é nóis, então é nóis. Só tem uma zoada doida aqui na rua aqui, cara. Desculpa a palavra aí, mas aqui tem umas meninas aqui que só Deus na causa. Tô caçando, cara, mas não acho. Vou ter que ir aqui em cima mesmo, ó. Ver se tem alguma coisa pra cá pra cima. Algum de vocês já jogou esse jogo aqui, cara? Deixa eu ir lá em cima aqui pelo aqui. É o nosso amigo Elden X. Deixa eu subir aqui, né? Voltando. Deixa eu subir. Olha, melhorando, melhorando. Ah, eu vim aqui agorinha, sou. Tem nem uma travessia aqui, cara.
Something I can help you with?
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a
Mas é o
roof over their
técnico
heads,
isso aí.
and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst.
Ei,
Should you
zoada.
find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Eu tenho outro canal, Welder, mas só que não é de videogame não, beleza? É de caçar.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the
Escutar
rightful
esses caras falar aí,
successor.
né?
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
Valeu, Game Review. Obrigadão aí, mano. Só nós. Vai lá assistir seu filmezinho.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion.
Desce daqui.
Non-relevant repair requests.
Aí vai pra ali. Aí vai. Ali pra cima.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
I'm getting some odd automated requests from the station system. Some sort of redundant power relay checks. What's up with that?
Before we removed them from the station, the engineers left some surprises in the system. The superintendent said everyone...
Não mostra.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Fala, eita! Salve, amigo! Como é que tá você?
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Aqui. Ah, naquele container ali, cara. Como é que eu vou subir pra aí?
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete. Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Olha aqui, menino. Vamos escanear aqui, né, pessoal? O que nós vamos achar aqui? Ah, tá aqui, achei. Tá aqui você,
Please
achei.
be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Volta, cara. Entra aí. Olha aqui. Vamos escanear aqui, né?
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really
Tem
is sabotage.
inscrito, parabéns, amigo.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Eita, obrigadão.
All these panels were
Eu
worked on
tava
by
com
Zara.
105, 106, só que sabe
Security
como é o
video
YouTube,
logs
né?
confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels,
Ele
as well as the one Raj Patel
baixou
encountered.
aí, mais um pouco de inscrito aí.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking
Então, o que que tem pra nós aqui? Agora é só voltar lá na...
procedures are now complete.
Só voltar lá. Nós estamos de volta. Agora voltar no mesmo lugar que nós fomos.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Não, não é aqui. É aqui. É pra trás, voltando pra trás. Bora ver. Parabéns, meu irmão Helder.
Please report to the Hyperion
203 inscritos.
coupling annex.
Bom demais.
Welcome back, Scott Ryder. Please select a topic.
Ah, eu não sei o que eu tenho que fazer aqui, cara. Eu não sei, porque ele tá me mostrando pra mim vir pra cá, cara. Você vai conversar com essa mulher? Não. Você vai conversar com esse homem? Também não. Aqui atrás não é. Deixa eu dar uma pesquisada aqui. Pesquisar lá. Deixa eu ver aqui. Cuidado. Isso aqui é pra mim estar aqui, ó. Subir a escada. Deixa eu ver. Qual a escada? Tem tanta escada aqui. Só se for aquela, né? Essa aqui? Subir, aí. Deixa eu ver aqui no mapa. Subir, ó. Subir a escada, tô. Não, não fiz ainda não. Eu não fiz o vídeo do notebook ainda não. Qual é a escada, Sandra? Eu subi uma escada aí, Sandra. Agora eu não sei. Essa aqui já tá ok. Falta essa, ó. É convênio de habilitação. De habitação. Aqui, ó. Desce o olho, o mapa. Bora ver aqui. Sai do menu. Habilidades. Ah, desce e olha o mapa. Ah, entendi. Eu li errado. Deixa eu descer aqui na escada. Bora ver aqui agora. Ah, bora voltar. É pra cá mesmo, bora, bora. Deixa eu descer a escada aqui agora. Deixa eu ver aqui, olhar o mapa de novo. Tá mostrando que é pra mim ir pra cá. Deixa eu ver aqui novamente. Eu tô quase em cima do pontinho, ó. Fala, Crush Will. Seja bem-vindo, Crush. Crush é o nome aí, é? Tem que descer a escada. Ah, entendi. Bora ver, bora ver. Deixa eu olhar aqui o mapa de novo. Ah, eu vou ter que ir lá naquele técnico agora. Conversar com ele. É, tá longe, ó.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
Bora ver aqui primeiro.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership.
How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those cat found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people
Oi,
rise to the
Elder.
top.
Dá jeito nesse crush.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those cat found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our archmacy.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Bora lá no painel. Cadê o painel? Tava bem aqui, não tá mais. Tem que ter um negócio aí, cara. Bora bem aqui. O painel saiu de lá, Sandro. Painel. Era só pra vir falar com ele mesmo aí, ó, com o cara. Destino. Vou lá no comerciante. Obrigadão, Gameplay Raiz. Seja bem-vindo, meu amigo. Valeu aí pelo like. Tá sem som? O que tá sem som? O microfone, é?
Technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Tá sem som? O que tá sem som? O microfone, é? Bora conversar com esse. De novo, cara. O que tem que pegar, conversar com esse cara aqui? Tá falando que é pra
No news on the
conversar com
Turian
ele.
Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
Ah, eu tava calado, era ouvindo aqui esses caras aqui.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Eu não sei o que, que eu tenho que fazer, cara, porque eu tô vindo aqui, mas não tá aparecendo coisa aí nenhuma. Eu tenho que pegar alguma porra disso. Você tem que montar uma equipe. Deixa eu ver aqui no mapa de novo aqui. Relatar. Vou conversar com ele de novo para ver o que ele vai falar, beleza? Deixa eu pegar logo esses negócios aqui. Talvez é isso aqui também. Olha, apareceu ele ali, apareceu ele aqui. Acaba jogar um jogo novo, o cara tem que ter paciência, ó. Bora ver aqui outro. Olha, aqui as armas. Vou pegar outra arma aqui. Aqui é uma modo de arma incomum. O nome assim. Deixa eu ver o que aqui é diário. Soltagem. Bora ver o que vai acontecer, né? Olha, apareceu um negócio diferente ali. Deixa eu ver aqui nesse índico. Porque esse pontinho de exclamação aqui é indicando que tem alguma coisa, né? Galerinha, você não esqueça de deixar seu cantinho aí, viu? Em um minuto vocês podem deixar aí, beleza? Se vocês quiserem ir conversando aí um com outros aí enquanto eu resolvo aqui a parada, vão arrochando aí, vão trocando as ideias aí, conversando aí o que aconteceu na semana, o que tem pra acontecer ainda, só Deus sabe. Deixa eu terminar aqui, que é muita coisa, cara. Coisa demais, né? Pra liberar, eu acho, esses negócios aqui, ó. Olha, cada coisa. Escaneio, esse aqui é o escaneio, ó. Aí. Readaptação de campo, tecnologia e recurso consumível. Tecnologia, mapeamento da Adromena. Comunicação de C aqui. Estágio trigênica. Ainda tem ainda. Aqui a tecnologia elemento 0 a 0. Esse aqui é a tecnologia biótica. Acabou aqui por enquanto? Deixa eu ver. Não, ainda tem ainda. Arca parcheiro. Ah, esses aqui são os tipos de arca, entendeu? Bora ver. Rapaz, ainda tem ainda, agora eu não sei aonde é. Tem aqui. Bora ver aqui, primeiro golpe, tarefa conhecendo anéus. Rapaz, eu não sei ler inglês nem. Imagine o português, não sei ler português, imagine o inglês. Aqui é os equipamentos do personagem, né? Pesquisa aqui do capacete. Aqui são as armaduras dele, ó. Braços de braço. Aqui é o capacete. Aqui é sobre o tronco. Aqui é o colete falado. Rapaz, em casa é coisa. Vamos ver aí, nós temos que equipar esse jogo, né? Porque eu nunca tinha jogado ele. Vamos jogar ele agora. Tem mais. Aqui é o fone de ouvido, é o comunicador falado. Aqui é uma arma, como é o nome dessa arma? Escopeta Disciple 1x1. Agora bem aí. Fuzil de assalto Anvers. Pensa no inglês bom, é o meu. Fuzil de precisão. Fuzil de precisão Raptor. Tudo aqui eu acho que ele tá se equipando lá, viu? Tem que pegar tudo isso que é pra poder jogar, galera. Ei, rapaz. Aqui é uma bomba, eu acho. Deixa eu ver aqui agora isso aqui. Tem alguma coisa aqui que tá... Não é aqui. Acho que é aqui. Aqui. Bora ver o que foi que aconteceu. Vou conversar com ele de novo, cara.
No news on the Turian Ark yet.
Fala
business?
Hansme. White Road.
No news on the Turian Ark yet.
Sei ler inglês não, sei ler inglês não. White Road. Sei ler inglês não, sei ler inglês não.
I spoke with Nilk and Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
It doesn't seem right to put all that on him.
Of course it isn't, but that's the perception. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
It doesn't seem right to put all that on him.
Of course it isn't, but that's the perception. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up.
That is the difference between murder and accidental death.
In this case, motive plus opportunity plus eyewitness account equals murder. Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing
Tem alguma coisa aqui ainda pra me pegar. Habilidades.
all non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold.
The Nexus versus Colonist Nilkin, Evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilkin. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Onde é que eu vou aqui agora? Sobe a escada.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
This is Ket DNA? Are you sure the scan isn't contaminated?
I'm certain, Professor.
Then... Sam.
Pathfinder,
more data
we've
on
had
my
some trouble.
cluster, whatever
Anything
you
I can
find.
help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
Parece que ele tá indo pra... Parece que ele tá querendo ir pra algum lugar aí, galera. Ó.
Be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on
The beauty of the cosmos unfolds in your planet scans, Pathfinder. But there is more they can do.
Do you have something in mind, Doctor?
Plans for a school are underway to inspire a new generation of young minds. I want to craft a model of the cluster for them, accurate and splendid from your data. My prototype is on that console. Add more scans to improve it, and I will share my educational budget with you, and my thanks.
Dá uma olhada aqui no mapa. Primeiro assassino. Tem que vir aqui.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
What conservation effort?
Ah, my thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies. If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Nenhum dessas aqui já tá com habilidade, pô.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Daí eu desço e subo essa aqui.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
Aqui não, depois eu vou ver aí.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at
Tá,
once.
e agora ainda isso.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Scott Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Did you see any cat in the vicinity?
Nilken said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking
Cara,
officer.
tem que
In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been
Tem que
killed, we all
conversar de
probably would have died.
por cada vez, porque
Did Nilken seem
é a regra do
remorseful?
jogo, né? Tem que
I lost sight of Nilken in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been killed. The reality of the act sinking in.
If they'd fought and Nilken threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
Bora ver aqui no mapa agora, onde é que nós vamos? Vem pra cá, beirando na escada.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once. Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Não é aqui. É aqui. Do outro lado.
Something I can help you with?
I'm looking into the Nilken Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to EOS and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
I'm hoping it proves something else happened.
This case has been a political nightmare. With all we've been through, the people need stability. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light,
desse jogo aí, cara, ó.
we'll deal with it.
Parece que o
We'll send the
objetivo
coordinates of
dele
the murder
é
scene.
encontrar terra firme, entendeu?
That's all. Thanks for your time.
I'm here to serve. Something I can help you with?
That's all. Thanks for your time.
My pleasure. I see great things in our future.
Aqui agora. Tem que descer pra cá. Conversar com essa pessoa ali.
This scourge. We know it is neither nebula nor true region. So what is its nature?
Marcar.
It's rife with dark energy, troubling the fabric of space-time. It is monstrously
Vamos ver aqui agora no mapa. Primeira tarefa. Diário.
And it appears to be artificially created. Is it the death throes of some unknown stellar body? Or the birth pangs of something new to our physics?
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
Faça a varredura da vida selvagem de
All the
Adromena.
nodules intertwine.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert. All personnel, be aware of
Eita.
any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
Uploading new analyses.
Do outro lado aqui.
Uploading.
Ah, essas habilidades aqui estão muito...
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Downloading new scanner data.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please
Nada
await further
grandona, né?
instructions. Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Vem aqui. É, galerinha. Parece que o jogo aqui não quer. Mas eu vou ter que ir nesses negócios aqui, cara. Setor de atendimento. Tá desativado, cara. Ah, entendi. Voltamos para o menu principal.
Welcome back, Scott Ryder. Please select a topic. You are Scott Ryder, salary code 19B, active Pathfinder. Your supervisor is Director Tan. Based on current staffing needs, you will be eligible for paid vacation time in 587 days. For initiative strategy and Pathfinder coordination, please see Director Jaren Tan. For colonial affairs or outpost status, please see Director Foster Addison. For station maintenance, please contact Superintendent Nakmor Kesh. For militia operations or Apex deployment, please see Tyran Kandros. The selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy. After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates, or golden worlds, the Helios cluster was selected as our destination. Even at a distance, studying the light from stars can reveal much about their planet's composition and atmosphere. 7 worlds, nicknamed habitats, have the life-supporting environments and resources we need to start our new lives in Andromeda. Welcome back, Scott Ryder. Please select a topic. Integration from the Hyperion is ongoing. Personnel are still restricted to operations. Welcome back, Scott Ryder. Please select a topic. We have few viable planets currently within range. Resource levels are considered at risk. Personnel are still restricted to operations. For initiative strategy and Pathfinder coordination, please see Director Jaren Tan. For colonial affairs or outpost status, please see Director Foster Addison. For station maintenance, please contact Superintendent Nakmor Kesh. For militia operations or Apex deployment, please see Tyran Kandros. Engineering report. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Uploading new analyses.
Rock Dumpler's on the fritz again.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions. Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%. All personnel, be aware of any suspicious
Hey there.
activity. Security
You
is on
okay?
heightened alert.
Those guys really grilled you. And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
Yeah. Meeting Addison was interesting.
She doesn't know you. I do. And you're doing fine.
I appreciate it.
I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your sister's doing.
Parece que agora nós vamos jogar. Entra ali. O telefone deu aquele problema. Foi. Pra cá.
This is the captain. Stasis revival team should hold and await further instructions.
Continuar, vai continuar. Ativou algum negócio aqui.
Restricted access to SAM
Hello.
node has now been lifted.
What's the latest about waking people up?
Zarakelis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Callis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patel's. A third party seems likely.
Looks like someone is using both you and Raj to cover their tracks.
They'd need pretty high-level access for that. Still, it's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you. I figure someone's been messing with you both. Just keep a low profile and don't talk to anyone. I'm on it.
Pra cá. Chave.
Pathfinder, it's good to see you. Word is there's been trouble on the station.
We're here now. It'll get better.
That's what I've been telling people. You're here now. As soon as we establish outposts, everything will even out. I'm sure of it.
What about your family?
I'm an orphan. My parents died on the Mindoir colony when it was attacked years ago. No siblings. I left some friends and distant relatives behind, but I have friends here too. I love piloting. But I like the idea of going back to my roots and farming like my parents did. Someday.
How do you feel about all this now that we're here?
Hopeful. I know, it's a rose-colored outlook, but someone's got to keep the positivity coming, right?
Why did you join the initiative?
The most popular question on the station. Honestly, I wouldn't have known about this project if Nozomi hadn't reached out to me.
Nozomi?
Captain Dunn. Of all the captains I've piloted for, she's the best. I've always been a wanderer at heart. When she asked me to be her pilot, how could I say no to the adventure of a lifetime?
Sério, Welder? Por que, só?
Have to go now. See you later.
Good luck. Pathfinder?
Have to go now. See you later.
Good luck.
Vixe, o negócio ficou ruim, hein? Teve que pagar a live. Ih, mano, e agora? Como é que vai fazer?
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
This file is useless. Let's check another. And another scrambled file.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Let's check another.
Ah, sim, beleza.
This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Someone working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available
Você tá fazendo
identifiers,
live
it
no
might
celular
work.
ainda? Tu disse que
Based
tinha
on the
quebrado o
limited
celular?
information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Got it.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business? No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
Ah, tá. A tela quebrou um pouco, né? Aqui nesse cara aqui de novo, senhor. Nele não, é lá naquela mulher. Ah, beleza. Mas tu vai conseguir, mano. Tu vai conseguir outro.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions. Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Vai sim, com fé em Deus você vai comprar um celular novo.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Dessa escada aqui,
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Negative match.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Varredor aqui.
This person is not a match.
Então,
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete. Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
eu vou ficar...
Engineering update. We are
Lá pra
working on
cima
accessing
e ó.
more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests
Welcome back, Scott Ryder. Please select a topic. Welcome back, Scott Ryder. Please select a topic.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Lá embaixo, eu acho. Lá embaixo mesmo.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Convide habilitação.
Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Who is he?
Dale Atkins reports to Candros' department, assigned to station security.
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
Is that what sabotage is called these days? Work?
You're pretty arrogant for the new kid. You don't even know what's been going on.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or... We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive.
I'm sorry for what happened, but setting explosives isn't the answer.
Neither was sending people into exile because they didn't agree with policy. I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people, killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
We can't let you stay on board. There's no saying what else you're capable of.
Wait, you'd let me go?
If you call exile letting you go, sure. You leave and you don't come back.
I'll leave.
Hello, Scott. Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Tudo bem, meu amigo?
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential.
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
Sam, if we're going to work together, you can't keep hiding things from me.
Apologies. I am simply following your father's wishes.
What was he keeping secret?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant's safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
I can understand. People might get the wrong idea. Super soldiers. A computer having control over a human.
Providing an enhancement to the human. It is a symbiotic relationship that benefits both.
What do you get out of it?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient. Far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI. So what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
How do human experiences affect a computer?
This was a question your father often pondered. I am intended to be the answer.
Sounds like we both are. What does this mean for us?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
Welcome back, Scott.
I take it you're based here in Samnode?
Correct. This is where my core processing unit resides. However, using quantum entanglement communication, I remain in constant touch with you and the Pathfinder mission team, even over great distances.
What more can you tell me about my implant?
The implant itself provides me with direct access to your senses. I can see, hear, and experience the same stimuli you do while in the field. This raw data enables me to provide real-time feedback and analysis of the situation.
Then Dad added the secret sauce.
He removed the restrictions on my access to Pathfinder physiology.
Do you know anything more about Sarah's condition?
I monitor Dr. Carlisle's reports. He is providing her with the very best care possible. I'm afraid there is nothing more to be done at this time.
What are your capabilities?
Each arc houses a SAM, Simulated Adaptive Matrix. Each is an artificial intelligence designed by Alec Ryder to support Pathfinders and their teams.
But AI is illegal in the Milky Way. How'd my dad get around that?
Exceptions were made. The initiative deemed his research vital to the mission. Our design was conducted in secret.
So there are other SAMs out there?
Correct. However, your father continued to modify my own routines until the Hyperion's departure. I am the most advanced SAM in the initiative.
What did you mean by a symbiotic relationship?
Symbiosis is a mutually beneficial relationship between two life forms. A flower provides nectar to a bee, who in turn provides pollen for the flower. The bee gains nourishment, and the flower can propagate. In similar fashion, my own evolution was shaped by your father's experiences, and will now expand with yours. In return, I provide you with capabilities and analysis beyond normal human faculties. We each benefit.
That's all for now.
Of course. Welcome back, Scott.
That's all for now.
Of course.
Pathfinder, Captain Dunn said to seal your father's cabin from anyone but you. It's open now.
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times.
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times.
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his earlier line service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times. Sam? What was that? What's on here, Sam?
Your father's personal logs. Several of them are encrypted.
The day is finally here. We're pushing off from Earth. We'll jump through a few relays first, then we hunker down for the long trip across dark space. It's daunting thinking about all the hopes and dreams aboard the Hyperion. I certainly have my own. I wasn't the husband or father I should have been. Here's hoping 600 years can change a man. Sam, this is a reminder about Dr. Liara Tassoni. She's an Asari archaeologist I corresponded with a few years back. She's got experience studying ancient cultures. Make sure the team gets her research. Could be useful in Andromeda.
Pretty sure my sisters mentioned Dr. Tassoni. An expert on Protheans, I think.
I have loaded Dr. Tassoni's research onto datapads.
Hello, Alec. This is Dr. Tassoni. I'm flattered you contacted me. Most scientists dismiss my work, but I'm young and Asari, and they are getting older. So we will see who has the final word. In the meantime, I'm happy to pass along my research. I hope your team finds it useful. Hello, Alec. I received your message. I must say, the thought of exploring another galaxy has my head spinning. I am honestly not sure how people could survive a trip like that. And anyway, I could not bear to leave the Milky Way behind. There is so much about the Protheans I still hope to learn here. So much potential wisdom to tap. I wish you much good luck and future success.
Dunn's agreed to a scouting mission on Habitat 7. I'm gearing up now. I'm worried about Sarah. Dr. Tapero says she'll be fine, but she's my daughter. How can I not worry? I hate to leave her like this. It's these moments when you wish you told your children you love them more often. Or ever. Which brings me to the tough part. Kids, if anything happens to me, there are things you're gonna find out. I hope you'll understand.
Meu amigo brother Play 2, seja muito bem-vindo. Deu uma passadinha lá, meu amigo Play, Paulo Play.
That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my memory array may enable it.
Logo a joinha lá.
That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my memory array may enable it.
Até demissão aqui já rolou.
That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my memory array may enable it. That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my memory array may enable it. That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my memory array may enable it. Your father's personal logs.
É do outro lado.
The coffee machine Mom got for Dad. He was so busy designing you, needed the caffeine.
I did not realize I owed my existence to a bean.
And now you know what humility feels like.
Ryder, the blocks your father placed on my array are opening. I can now recall specific memories, which Alec wanted you to see.
Wait, I can actually see his memories?
Yes, you will experience them via your implant.
Okay. Something new every day. Let's see it.
This memory is from the time when your father was posted on the Citadel.
Alec, your recommendations will never fly. Artificial intelligence?
It's our best option.
If the Council gets wind of this, it'll set humanity standing back decades. You're overreaching.
Ambassador Goyle, I'm the military attaché on the Citadel. My mandate is clear. Find an edge for Earth.
And AI is your answer?
We need to catch up. The Asari, the Solarians, they're centuries ahead of us.
But it's illegal.
Their rules, not ours. Why deny Earth an advantage?
Define this advantage.
It will set us free. We're prisoners of our own five senses. There's a reality greater than ours that we can't perceive, but an AI can.
How?
By augmenting our own abilities and adding a few new ones.
Well, none of that stopped those Geth from revolting.
Because they were separate from their creators. But AIs and humans interface directly, experiencing the world together, benefits both. There's no creator to revolt against.
I'm sorry, Alec.
Parabéns, parabéns.
I appreciate your work, but your
Boa
request will be
tarde,
denied.
Dona Leia. Nada, estamos aí.
Alec,
Ellen, what did the doctor say?
he told me to appreciate the time I have left. There's no cure, Alec. It's terminal.
Not on my watch.
Wow. Hearing Mom again. I never knew that's how Dad found out.
Alec was a stubborn man.
I would hope so. Mom's life was worth fighting for.
It would seem his obstinance extended to me as well.
Nobody wanted to listen. The idea of you scared people too much. After this, Dad moved us back to Earth to care for Mom. Wonder why he wanted me to see this.
Perhaps it was the beginning.
Of what?
Unknown. Private audio logs are now available in your father's quarters. I detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it.
Fala V3. E aí, garotinho? Rapaz, tudo bem. E você, como é que tá? Me fala aí.
What are your capabilities?
Each arm houses a cell, simulated, adaptive, matrix. Each is an artificial intelligence designed by Alec Ryder to support Pathfinders and their teams.
M3 não, é MG.
But AI is illegal in the Milky Way. How'd my dad get around that?
Exceptions were made. The initiative deemed his research vital to the mission. Our design was conducted in secret.
Dragon, rapaz, olha o homem aí, apareceu. Beleza, meu irmão, me deixar na moita, é nóis. Obrigadão aí pelo like. Se vocês quiserem deixar o cantinho de vocês aí, é só escrever exclamação MG.
Welcome back, Scott.
That's all for now.
Of course.
Nós vamos agora. Só pode ser pra cá. Vou marcar bem aqui. E não me perder. Cadê? Pra cá, é. Pistola.
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his earlier line service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times.
Sobe aí. Desce pra cá. Passou. Subindo. Chegando mais pessoal aqui. aqui mesmo. Não era pra meter ele pra lá. Falando. Vou examinar isso aqui.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Cadê o desconhecido? Fala, Maicon Fênix. Salve, mano. Seja bem-vindo na live. Boa tarde. Obrigadão, Maicon. É nóis. Obrigadão pelo like. Seja bem-vindo e se sinta à vontade. Fazer live hoje, meu amigo. Você?
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
É nóis, é nóis.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
Ah, entendi. Beleza. Na hora.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Só vamos de ré. Falando com o Maicon aí. Oi, Maicon. O cara tá querendo que tu vá de ré. Obra de Play 2 aí.
I'll make it right, Dash. Pathfinder, I'm Nigel McCoy. Just got out of cryo.
Welcome to Adromena, Nigel.
Thank you.
Pesado,
It's
garotinho.
bittersweet, though. My
Tá
little
com
brother
nós.
Dash was stationed on the Nexus.
Rapaz,
I
eu
just learned he died on
tô
Eos,
com uma live
trying to
todinha
start a
só. Só
His
tutorial aqui
sacrifice
nesse
won't be
jogo.
forgotten.
Agreed. Everything I do will be for him. I have a pendant our father wore. Dash
Essa
had
aqui
its
é a
match.
sala dos médicos, eu acho. Eu acho.
Reunite them.
Of
Essa é a
course.
primeira sala que
In
eu
his
entrei
digital
nesse
journal,
jogo.
he mentioned a spot on Eos where he'd go to think. If you could leave the pendant there.
leg's feeling a little better.
Fisher,
fala dos
glad to see you're
médicos
doing
mesmo.
better.
That was some expedition, hey?
Cara, aí,
Captain
pra
said
quem tá
I'm going in
achando
the
a
log
live
as the
só o
first
filé
human to
aí,
make
deixa
contact with the kid. And Kirkland's the first casualty. Wish it could have
dedinho
gone
aí
differently.
como legal.
I'm sure there are decent aliens here in Andromeda too. We just have to find them.
É só
Well, I
passar
heard you're
desse negócio
Pathfinder
aqui,
now.
é porque ele tá organizando
Sooner you figure out where
ainda
they're
o traje
hiding, the better.
dele, porque o pai dele
Will
morreu
do.
pra salvar ele,
Chin up.
entendeu? Aí estão organizando aqui. Aí estão equipando ele, vão ter que fazer um
good to see you.
transplante aí, não sei de que, se é
Damn
nele
shame
é no
about
pai
your dad,
dele.
though. I'm sorry we couldn't save him.
I haven't heard how he died.
Aí vão.
Like a hero. That's how.
Tipo,
That's the only
falaram
part
que
that
vão fazer um
matters.
transplante aí. Agora eu não entendi se é no Sam, que o nome dele é Sam, do rapaz aí. Agora o pai dele é o capitão, mas não sei o nome do pai dele. Ah, não sei se vai ser no pai dele, no corpo do pai dele,
Now I just need to make sure your sister here
ou
pulls through.
nele. Um transplante de algum órgão do pai dele pra ele.
Are you staying here on the Hyperion?
You know that moment when you realize you're just getting too old? Right, look who I'm talking to. Trust me, it happens. For me, it was
Não
Habitat
sei que
7.
faz hora, não tinha ontem dentro dessa
Watching you
nave
guys
aí.
running around, dodging lightning and
O
the cat,
destino
it's a
deles é
young
achar a
man's
terra
game.
firme.
Pains me to
Já acharam aí,
admit it,
mas
but
a
it's
terra que
passed
eles
me
acharam
by.
não tem ar. Oxigênio, não assim. Oxigênio.
What will you do on the Hyperion?
We still have thousands of people taking a nap here, and they need tending to. And this way I can look out for Sarah.
How's Sarah doing?
Her condition's stable. I see signs of REM activity in the brain, so she's
Vamos ver o que,
dreaming.
que vai acontecer, né?
Means all the wiring still
Daqui
works.
pro ano que vem a gente
How'd
tá
this
vivendo
happen?
essa nave aí.
It was dumb luck, really. We hit the scourge at the worst possible moment, just as the stasis revival was kicking in. It's a vulnerable moment, coming out of a 600-year nap, then wham! The circuits fried
Beleza,
and
Michael.
overloaded the
Vai
neural
lá com
pathways.
Deus, tamo junto. Daqui a pouco eu
Don't
passo
worry,
lá,
I'm on
beleza?
it.
Na
We're
sua
not
live,
missing
já já.
another
Pode
writer.
abrir que já que eu passo lá.
How did you end up with the initiative?
Well, you reach a point in life where you wonder, is that all there is? I'd accomplished everything in the Milky Way I could. I was locked into a future of diminishing returns.
Valeu,
So
mano.
coming here was the world's biggest midlife crisis. A chance to wake up in the morning and feel hope instead of arthritis.
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
Don't be a stranger. If anything changes with Sarah, I'll let you know. Back for a visit?
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
I'll be here if you need me.
Doc says I'll live. So this goes from a life-threatening gunshot to a story I'll tell my grandkids someday.
With no need to exaggerate. That was a tough fight on Habitat 7.
Just glad to be on the other side of it.
NP. Brother pagou. Valeu, brother. Esse daí é uma coisa, né? Um hack. Esse tal de NP aí. Eu já ia ver aqui na mensagem. Se ele não respondesse, eu ia dar um bano nele. Beleza, brother. Obrigadão aí, beleza? Coisa, né? Um hack da DNP aí. Obrigadão aí, beleza? Valeu aí, mano. É nóis. Valeu aí, mano. É nóis. Pra ver o que tem aqui mais. Bora ver. O que tem. Cadê no mapa? Deixa eu selecionar aqui o mapa. Um negócio aqui.
Hi there. I'm Gian Garson, founder of the Andromeda Initiative. I'm here to welcome you to a whole new galaxy. The good news is, the hard part's over. We're here. If you have any questions now, just ask.
Your current location is Ark Hyperion, housing the human population. Ark Parchero, the Solarian vessel, confirmed departure in 2185. The Asari ship, Ark Lucinia, confirmed
Se quiser
departure
deixar seu
that same
cantinho
year,
aí,
as did
brother,
the
é
Turian
só
Ark
botar a
Natanus,
exclamação
embarking in
MG,
2185.
beleza? Ai, Senhor.
Presently, Ark Hyperion has arrived in the Helios cluster. Docking procedures with the Nexus are complete. All personnel should see their supervisors for updated task information. The selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy. After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates, or golden worlds, the Helios cluster was selected as our destination. Now you are a part of the first wave of Arks arriving in Andromeda, our new home for humanity. Welcome, Pathfinder. Please select a topic. The Pathfinder is responsible for exploring and assessing new worlds for outpost placement and settlement. Each Ark is led by a Pathfinder who represents their species. The active duty Pathfinder assigned to Ark Hyperion is Scott Ryder. The Andromeda Initiative encompasses all colonization efforts, including Arks, Pathfinders, outposts, and the central support hub, the Nexus. For more information, please visit the Nexus administrative offices. Welcome, Pathfinder. Please select a topic.
Ainda não, tem que ir lá. Meu pesquisa ainda não.
Welcome, Pathfinder. Please select a topic. Presently, Ark Hyperion has arrived in the Helios cluster. Docking procedures with the Nexus are complete. All personnel should see their supervisors for updated task information. The selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy. After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates, or golden worlds, the Helios cluster was selected as our destination. Now you are a part of the first wave of Arks arriving in Andromeda, our new home for humanity.
Encontre pista sobre a... bonita por dentro, ó.
Welcome, Pathfinder. Please select a topic. The Andromeda Initiative encompasses all colonization efforts, including ARCs, Pathfinders, outposts, and the central support hub, the Nexus. For more information, please visit the Nexus Administrative Offices.
I'm Jean Garson, founder of the initiative. I think it's important we take a moment to reflect on the principles that brought all of us together. It started with a vision of a better future. A vision that you shape. Life in Andromeda can be anything we dare to dream. And I'm proud to help make those dreams come true. Drop me a note sometime. I'd love to hear how we're doing.
The Andromeda Initiative encompasses all colonization efforts, including ARCs, Pathfinders, outposts, and the central support hub, the Nexus. For more information, please visit the Nexus Administrative Offices.
Back for a visit?
Are you staying here on the Hyperion?
You know that moment when you realize you're just getting too old? Ha, right, look who I'm talking to. Trust me, it happens. For me, it was Habitat 7. Watching you guys running around, dodging lightning and the cat, it's a young man's game. Pains me to admit it, but it's passed me by.
How did you end up with the initiative?
Well, you reach a point in life where you wonder, is that all there is? I'd accomplished everything in the Milky Way I could. I was locked into a future of diminishing returns. So coming here was the world's biggest midlife crisis. A chance to wake up in the morning and feel hope instead of arthritis.
How's Sarah doing?
Her condition's stable. I see signs of REM activity in the brain, so she's dreaming. Means all the wiring still works.
How'd this happen?
It was dumb luck, really. We hit the Scourge at the worst possible moment, just as the stasis revival was kicking in. It's a vulnerable moment, coming out of a 600-year nap, then wham! The circuits fried and overloaded the neural pathways. don't worry, I'm on it. We're not losing another writer.
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
I'll be here if you need me.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete. Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete. Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
No, it isn't what we wanted. Something you want, Ryder? You'll have to see to your own ship. I'm not in a risk-taking mood.
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Of course, Ryder. Something you want, Ryder? You'll have to see to your own ship. I'm not in a risk-taking mood.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Talk to Kandros if you haven't. He's unfortunately become the head of our military. And as soon as he realizes it, we're in the shit.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Of course, Ryder.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
Something you want, Ryder? You'll have to see to your own ship. I'm not in a risk-taking mood.
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Talk to Kandros if you haven't. He's unfortunately become the head of our military. And as soon as he realizes it, we're in the shit.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Of course, Ryder.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex. Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Welcome back, Scott Ryder. Please select a topic.
are now complete. Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once. Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%. Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Game Review, seja bem-vindo de volta, meu irmão. Sempre apoiando aí a live, né? Seja bem-vindo de volta, meu irmão. 16 likes, beleza, meu amigo? Tamo aí junto. 16 likes, beleza, meu amigo? Rapaz, ainda tô na luta aqui ainda, cara, ó. Aquilo aqui. Ainda tô na luta aqui ainda, cara, ó. Como é que entra pelo aqui não?
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion.
Galerinha, eu vou desligar o fone aqui, porque tá tendo aqui um som de música aqui, entendeu? Aí eu vou conversar com você aqui pelo fone, pela escrita, beleza? Mas vocês podem ficar à vontade aí, beleza? Aí eu vou conversar com você aqui pelo fone, pela escrita, beleza? Mas vocês podem ficar à vontade aí, beleza?
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete. Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Something you want, Ryder? You'll have to see to your own ship. I'm not in a risk-taking mood.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Of course, Ryder.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete. Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once. Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once. Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions. Tempest crew should... report to the docking area at once. Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures procedures are now complete.
Ryder,
You're not on the bridge, Captain?
we powered it down. Can't afford to waste energy. Though Cryo Bay and Sam Node are exempt. And I told them to keep their hands off Alec's quarters. You have access now.
Thanks.
Hey, sorry about your father. He was really good at what he did. Just not so good at working with people. He was right about going planetside, though.
He was a stranger to me. Really?
Not like any of us knew him. He kept people at bay. If there's anything else I can help with, let me know.
If someone had told you that you'd be in the Andromeda cluster, even 5 years ago...
Are you kidding me? I'd have laughed them out of the quadrant. Although the way things are now isn't exactly what I was hoping for either. We all knew there was a possibility on arrival of less than ideal circumstances. When you sign up, you hope for the best and plan for the worst.
Why did you join the initiative? We're a long way from home.
How could I not? I love my job. Coming here, all this, it was just a logical extension of what I already do. Sailing through new stars, discovering new worlds. What self-respecting explorer could pass that up?
Now that the Hyperion is docked, what'll you do?
Normally, I'd supervise thawing out the colonists, but that's been put on hold. I hear you're the one helping resolve the issue. Good luck with that.
Thanks for the talk.
All right. I have requests to submit, administrators to harass, and people to wake up. I'd better get to it. Good luck out there.
Pathfinder?
Have to go now. See you later.
Good luck.
DNA sequencers free now.
Downloading new scanner data.
Please await further instructions. Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%. Be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Something I can help you with?
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
We came across alien technology on Habitat 7. It seemed to affect the weather. Your people know anything about that?
There have been reports. Failed scouting missions have mentioned advanced structures of unknown design. Whatever they are, they defy explanation. But with our resources stretched so tight, no one has had a chance to study them. And what if the answer was bad for morale? Suppose these things turn people into food. All we know is the cat are interested in them. I'd rather not stir things up.
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
How did Gian Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership. When the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Gian Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks.
The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness. Finding the thing that eludes them, the thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
My pleasure. I see great things in our future.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%. Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete. Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete. Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.